You just finished teaching what you thought was the best lesson you've ever taught. Your students were engaged, you felt like they were getting it, so you gave them an exit ticket and were completely expecting for them to get every answer correct. What happened? How could they have missed that question? I thought I explained how to interpret the remainder in that problem. Does this sound familiar? You are listening to episode 32 of the Upper Elementary Simplified podcast. Today's episode is part 4 of a 9-part series all about guided math. We are discussing what you and your students should be doing on day 2 of guided math. So let's go ahead and get started. Welcome to Upper Elementary Simplified, the podcast where busy and overwhelmed teachers find thoughtful ideas to get students engaged in meaningful learning experiences. Hi, I'm Danna Rodebush, former 5th grade classroom teacher and founder of Teacher Tech Studio. I'm here to share practical tips and strategies that will help you grow as an educator. If you are a tired upper elementary teacher searching for ways to cut down your planning time while boosting student engagement, you are in the right spot. Are you ready? Let's simplify. So, your students have left for the day, and you're reviewing the exit tickets from your math lesson. And you find that several of your students have misconceptions about the same concept that you thought you had taught very thoroughly. This is all too common, which is why day 2 in my suggested weekly schedule is so important and valuable. Day 2 is all about using your exit ticket assessment from day 1 to drive your instruction in day 2. Using assessment data to drive instruction is an important strategy for all teachers to master. This practice allows for targeted instruction within the math classroom. A mini lesson is a quick, like less than 20 minutes, lesson in which a teacher leads the students in a review of the new math skill that was introduced during the previous day. The main concepts of the prior day's lesson should be reviewed with targeted questioning and then followed by more guided practice. Using assessment data from the prior lesson, the teacher can make instructional decisions about student needs that focus on concepts that learners maybe did not grasp or comprehend fully during the first whole group math lesson. The teacher should emphasize math vocabulary during the mini lesson to build the knowledge and help students become familiar with math words, as well as provide students with opportunities to discuss their learning and practice with partners and independently. In addition to the mini lesson, students should be allowed to participate in more guided practice on day 2. Again, guided practice is a math activity that allows students exposure to the new skill in a sheltered environment as the teacher is working through the activity with them. On day 2, the teacher should indirectly guide students as needed while they participate in a practice activity with a partner or independently. The teacher can circulate the room, questioning students and redirecting misconceptions that the students may have as they practice the math skill. So you're not necessarily guiding them through the entire activity, but rather you are allowing them to work as you closely monitor their progress and are ready to clear up misconceptions as they work. On day 2, it is also a good idea to meet with your lowest performing group just to get them a head start on the week. Discuss with them their misconceptions and answer any questions they have about the new math skill. And this will give them more confidence moving into days 3 and 4 when they're going to be working independently. So that wraps up day 2 of guided math. Tune in next Tuesday as we start talking about small group instruction. And remember to grab your free guide at upperelementarysimplified.com/episode 32. See you next week. This 9-part series of Upper Elementary Simplified is sponsored by the Ultimate Guide to Guided Math for Upper Elementary Teachers. This free guide includes 43 pages of practical and useful tips for you to learn about guided math, including how to implement this powerful instructional strategy in your upper elementary classroom. Download your copy of this free resource by heading to teachertechstudio.com/guided math book. That link will be in the show notes. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of Upper Elementary Simplified. I hope you are able to take away something useful that will help you grow as a teacher. I do have a quick favor to ask before you go. If you are enjoying the podcast, please let me know by leaving me a review. It really does make a difference because reviews impact search results, which helps me to expand my reach to other educators. Plus, I love to read my listeners' comments. Until next time, keep life simple.